There we go. That's recording. Hardy ho! Right, let's get further brown fired up. Round dials, Mickey Mouse mirrors. You know who you are. I look that. Yeah, shut the pannier. It's all good. All good, no traffic. What do you do, Basil? Let's get out of here. This is coming down to the bit of the village, the sort of folds the dock up properly here now. There's a big log there, big bit of tree. It's been washed up. Just shows how high the water gets sometimes. Little hill walkers and whatnot. Yeah, so I've got a previous video here, and I had a wee walk on the bridge, a wee look round, but that was as far as I got that day. It wasn't the best of weather, it was getting really cold, so I headed down the road. But today, I'm now heading east, and the weather seems to be breaking up nicely, starting to see a bit more of the hills. Well, thank you very much, Red Car. It's always nice how people don't kill you, isn't it? Yeah, the village of Killin. Lots of B&Bs and whatnots. Nice wee pubs. We were at one, a friend of yours, she sings and plays guitar and stuff, so we all came up, watched her singing in a pub. It's great, she's a really good singer. And yeah, so that was good. My sister's caravan was at the caravan site just alongside the Loch Tay, so we were staying there. The church. So we had a good drink and a blether and a few good songs. There's the Killin Hotel. Stayed there for a couple of nights before, it's lovely, really nice. And that's the river that runs round in the Loch Tay. Even a bit of sunshine up the hill there. You'd think it was summer. So we're just about out the far end of Killin, a campsite there, one of these caravan club ones. So I don't know if you can just roll up, pitch a tent, light a fire and have a barbecue. I don't think that's the sort of thing that they go for. And there, the caravan site that my sister had her caravan at is, like I say, it's further along the road. Further along the road, and it's next to a farm. The guy's quite happy, you know. Don't leave a mess, don't have a racket too late in the night kind of thing, but other than that, enjoy yourself. Bridge of Loch Tay Hotel. It's another nice looking place. This is the bridge. Thank you very much. And the Killin Golf Club, visitors welcome. That's nice. But I ain't golfing today. So the road here starts winding its way up. So it goes along the north side of Loch Tay, but it's quite high up. Get some lovely views. Ooh, there's some greasy cracks. Feel right slipping a wee touch there. There's some more greasy crack here. Not too bad there. Right, eyes are down. There's the golf course. Wonder if they're playing the winter greens and tees still. It would be. And up we go. Killin, Highland lodges on the left, they sort of log cabiny things you could rent. Red squirrels and things running about up here as well. I seen them one time on the South Loch Tay road. It's not as good condition as this, it's more single track and full of potholes and whatnot. So we're going along quite slowly and a wee red squirrel ran across the road. Nice to see. Let's still record it. Welcome to Perth and Kinross. That's as out of Stirlingshire, Perth and Kinross now. Loch Tay's down there through the woods. Not as big as Loch Ness, but just as lovely. Same kind of thing, big long thing, it's still the geological fault, Rift Valley, Ice Age type hole in the ground. No monsters in this loch though, unless I'm in for a swim. You'll see a monster. Funny, I remember one time we were up, kids were teenagers, came up here for getting the run round. And we stopped at a car park down at the side of the loch, a good bit further along, and went in for a wee paddle. You know, you roll your jeans up to your knees and have a wee paddle about. My daughter came in as well. She pulled her jeans up, her breeks up to her knees and going about. You can wander quite far out, wade out a bit even, it's still quite flat. And she says, oh, this is where it drops off into the deeper water, you know, the silt's quite loose. I nearly fell in and she goes, what, like this? And then she shoved me. So that's me head first into the loch, soaking wet, head to toe, no change of clothes or whatever. And she's of course trying to leg it away from me, so nah, you're getting soaked as well. So I went after her, proper big rugby tackle. That was the terriers under the water. And she got up, she's like, that doesn't taste salty. She thought it would be like the sea. It'd be seawater and everything. And I'm like, well no, these are freshwater lochs, you know, this is where we get our water from, with the taps. It's quite funny. She thought it'd be salt water like the sea. There's that Ben Cruachan campsite I was telling you about. My sister had her caravan, that's really nice as well. Good place to stay, there's lots to see around here, so yeah, that's that one. So it was quite funny, the pair of soaking wet. You know, the car got all wet, windows were steaming up to them as we were trying to drive home. It's all good fun. Narrows up quite often along here, especially these wee bridges. When they built these wee stone bridges, I never thought there'd be quite much traffic. We've got cars or trucks and whatnots. Now just along here you can turn up to the left there and that takes you up to Ben Lawyer's Glen Lyon. I've been up there a few times, that's another hill I've done quite a lot. Ben Lawyer's is nearly 4,000 feet, just under. It's got there's 8 mountains in total, over 4,000 feet in Scotland. 4 of them are up Glen Nevis range near Fortinghall, and 4 of them are over in the Cairngorms. So back in the day, like I was saying earlier about Victorians travelling, they would go up there to see these massive mountains. Now this wee tractorways, these logs and things, will hang back now. I don't want to go past, there's a corner coming up. Yeah, so the guy that owned all this area back in the day was getting a bit miffed at all the tourists going elsewhere to see the 4,000 foot mountains. So at the time they were called Irish navvies, the working men from Ireland, so he hired a big load of them to come over, build a huge big cairn on top. I think it only had to be about 15, 20 feet or something to take the mountain over the 4,000 feet. So he hired them and built the big cairn on top so you could get all the tourists in. Yeah, we've got a 4,000 foot mountain here as well, you don't have to go as far. So there's still a big sort of lumpy concrete looking big thing at the top. It's up in there in the clouds. I've got my head turned but I'm still sort of squinting out the side to see where I'm going. Hopefully you can still see a bit of snow in the mountain up there. There's probably quite a lot up here at the summit still. But up there it's been way steep before. I'll try and rake out a couple of pictures and stick them in the video. Me and pal Simon and his dog Brea. Yeah, we went up there, took a few nice pictures at the summit. And it was actually whiteout conditions. So when you're on like pure snow and the clouds are down, you don't know what's the ground and what's the sky. You don't know. You can't tell if you can see 10 feet or 100 feet or whatever, you have no sort of depth perception. And it could be a situation where people have to top a mountain, disappear down the gorge or something behind. So you've got to be paying attention in the whiteout. It's important to have good map skills and things as well, but it's easy to get disorientated. This is where we are. So we were up Shrewsbury Glass, 4 Ben lawyers, and there's only one other guy. We're talking to him. It was quite icy and he had these crampons on his boots. So we're talking to him about that. And he says he was from the mountain rescue team. We're like, ooh, somebody missing. Just up checking the conditions to see what the likelihood is. People going missing or falling and stuff. Inside or standing there thinking to yourselves, they'll probably be getting a phone call for us. So he toddled off back down the mountain and we sort of hummed and hawed about heading down. Nah, it's still okay. Keep going. There's still a fairly obvious path in the snow. And so off we went down to the Gala and then we started heading up the other side. Heading up the lawyers. And like I say, there's the whiteout conditions, but you can see sort of rocks and boulders and whatnot up ahead. So we're going along and climbing up, and I thought, geez, this is taking longer than I remember. I thought, there we now. And I looked and I said, well, you know, you can see the summit up there, you can see the summit rocks, the sort of cliffy bit, rocks and things up ahead. So that'll be the summit, not so far now. So we kept going, and about 2 minutes later we got to it. It was just an outcrop of rock. It honestly looked like it was hundreds of feet further ahead than it wasn't. So we got to this wee outcrop of rock, had a good old laugh about it, and kept going, and a few minutes later there's another outcrop of rock. I'm like, mate, is that the summit or is that another outcrop? It was the summit. So we got there in the end and got back down without getting lost. There's got a good view. We're up Lawyers now. You get a decent view of the loch here. So hill walking and climbing and things in the Scottish Bends is always good fun. Ben Lawyer's Hotel, bet you get a lot of hill walkers staying there. So I've got a lot of good memories of going up the hills. I never done all the Munros, I think there's 250 odds or something. The number varies now and again depending on the surveys that are being done. But just because a summit's over 3,000 feet doesn't mean it's a Munro. Because you could be on a ridge and you could go down a wee bit and up, and there's another wee top that's over 3,000 feet, but it needs to be a certain distance apart and a certain depth of drop between them to make it a Munro. But you could measure it from the other side and say, well, I've walked up the mountain from the other side and I've got to this point here, and why is it not a Munro? So yeah, there's always a bit of wrangling about what's a Munro and what isn't. So the numbers changed over the years. They're called Munros because way back, now I'm going to try and get his name right, Sir Hugh T. Munro decided to go and survey the mountains to see how many Munros there were. Well, to see how many mountains there were over 3,000 feet. Because funnily enough, even in Victorian times nobody really knew, nobody bothered. The people that lived in the areas, different areas round about, doing their farming and their livestock and things, would have names for the hills, but they wouldn't, they wouldn't be up there for leisure activities. It wasn't a thing until the Victorian era, so he set out thinking it would a couple of months or whatever, and you'd have all the hills mapped. But no, it took him a lot longer than that, and ended up with far more Munros than anybody did. Well, peaks over 3,000 feet. More peaks over 3,000 feet than anybody would have thought. So after his efforts, they became known as Munros. So that's where we got the Munros from. That's the far end of the loch away over there. Kenmore's over that direction. Got a fair bit to go before we get there. And then South Loch Tay Road's obviously over the other side. Yeah. We'll get our way around there at some point. So I'm really enjoying this bike. That's us doing 50 mile an hour just now. It's quite comfortable. Straight out, over 60. But you don't feel like you have to sort of crack on. With a faster, more powerful bike, you're sort of scooting along, looking at the next corner. And if you do try and drive a fast bike slowly, it's not as much fun. I always feel like you're having to hold it back. You feel like you want to be pushed on a bit more when you get a bit like this. Braking harder for corners and things. It tires you out a bit. Well, it tires me out. This chronic fatigue, chronic illnesses, knocks the wind right out of the sails. So I'm more than happy riding along the further down. Because he's happy at least. You don't quite have to toil along like this all day. You don't feel like it's pushing him. You don't feel like you're having to hold the bike back. It's just perfect. Perfect. The only thing is if you catch up to somebody and you want to pass them, you just need that a bit more room to get by them, but that's not big at the end of the day. once you get out onto these roads, they're usually fairly quiet. So yeah, that's us nearly down to the Loch Tay again. Can't remember the name of the next village. Yeah. I'm trying to remember where it was that we stopped. Where my daughter pushed me in. But there was I'm sure it was here. I'm sure it was Loch Tay. Fortinghall. That's where we are now. Along here somewhere, and there was a radio controlled airplane club where the planes take off and land on the water. That was good watching these guys with their wee radio controlled planes. It'd have to be a fairly calm day, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm going to turn left. Right, we're not going to Kenmore, we're going up towards Fortinghall. Oh, it's not this one, these are houses. It's this one. We're up to Fortinghall. And I'll show you why when we get there. Don't think I've been up this road before. I've been to Fortinghall before. There's a hotel, a churchyard, and a yew tree. Now you think, well, there's lots of trees. There's yew trees there on the left, there's another one. But this yew tree is reported to be, if I mind right, up to 5,000 years old. How's about that then? Must be one of the oldest bits of vegetation in Europe, I think. So there's a bit of speculation about the age of the tree. Some folks say, oh, not 5,000 years old, it's only 2,000 years old. Yeah, cyclist. Get holding up a white van. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the signs when we get there and all. We'll see what the sign says. But the church, I was talking to a local, she was walking her dogs, and she says there was a bell that dated back to like 1,000 years old. It had always been in the area, and it was in this church. And it wasn't your usual sort of bell-shaped bell like you see in churches now. It's more a sort of cow bell-shaped thing, and it was there. And like I say, like 900,000 years or something, this bell had been in the area, and it was in that church, and it got stolen. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the mentality of someone who would go and steal something like that? You know, where would it go? Who would you sell it to? Or if God forbid it had been weighed in for scrap. You know, how much will you give me for this bit of bronze? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I hate things like that. There was another old bronze bell, really old, in an island somewhere as well, up the west coast. And again, it was a similar kind of age. It had been there for centuries on this wee island. And again, it got stolen. So, you know, it just disgusts me. I hate theft of antiquities. There we go. Ooh, this is really narrow. It's a wee bridge over the river. There's nobody about, so I'll go dead slow. Let you have a wee look. This is lovely. Yeah, there's nobody here, so yeah. That's lovely. Don't know the name of the river. No idea. But it's flowing that direction towards Killin. Yeah, in fact it probably just flows down into the loch. I don't know. This a nice wee road. Picture. Haven't seen any birds of prey. We often see the odd buzzard and whatnot sitting about the fences. There's some sheeps. I wonder when it'll be lambing season. A few more months yet. What's that say? Glen Lion Gallery. Nope. Welcome to Fortinghall, historic village. That's us. Here at the top, hotel, and the yew tree will be here. Not too far away now. I actually think I'll go into the pub if it's open, have a cuppa, warm myself up, and don't end up sniffing at you the whole time. That looks like the village hall, I would suppose. That's a nice wee building. Yeah, pretty. Wow. Imagine that being your house, eh? The Dial House. I wonder why it's called that. Maybe there's a sundial. Sundial in Scotland. There's an oxymoron. Scottish sundial. There's some nice buildings along here. Bet that was a thatched roof donkeys years ago. Drummond View. Yeah. In fact, there's a house with a thatched roof on it. Wonder if you can see it. That's nice. It's thatched roof. You don't see as many up in Scotland now, obviously, because of the... That's a better look. Better look at a thatched roof. Curtain Cottage. That's awfully bonny. I think I'll stop and take a wee photograph. I hope they don't come out and shout at me. There's a cyclist. There'll be standing stone over there in the middle of the field. Wonder what that's all about. Hello! Get my phone. Make sure I'm not going to get crushed. There we are. That's prairie. Get a picture of that standing stone as well. There it is. Right. Yeah, we're nearly there, so I'll just keep recording. If it is still recording right enough. I got a USD card, a bigger one. Bzz, bzz, round dials. Fortinghall U, 50 yards. Ah, geez. There's the hotel. That's bonny, isn't it? Fortinghall Hotel, lovely carved stone there, the entrance. So here we are, Fortinghall Hotel, and that there, my folks, is the yew tree. So I is going to park here, turn my bike round, and then we're going to go and have a look round the yew tree, round the churchyard, and the hotel. I hope it's open. I quite fancy another coffee. Where'd that dude go? There he is. Just back it up, back it in, let it begin. Job done. Alright, just stop this.